a real big dude.
They got 8. Like, it's crazy, the variance. Like, another way of sorting it, yeah, like you see the people at the top, they're the ones that got the most wins. So it's actually, you do the worst when you're at the top of the ones, right? Like, this guy had to play over 50 of these to win a box. Or, excuse me, yeah, this guy. Because 1.6%. So he won one box and it took him like 52 tries or something. Well, this is just whatever. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you look at my stats, I don't know if I ever won 2 in a row or not, but like, you could believe I did. Almost won 2 in a row. I won 3 out of 5 here. Like, there's just stretches where you run good, right? I mean, I guess I'd rather it be a little more spread out, but I lost the first 11, and then, you got to play a lot of these to even out, and this is nowhere near enough. The variance is sky high. But of people that played a decent amount, like if you look at the trophy rate, mine's not bad. I'm in 19th on 17 lands. So, I mean, I trophied better than 1 out of 5. 66.4%. It ended up being a pretty decent showing for me. Like, I didn't play as many events. I played 23 events. Like this guy, for instance, he played over 40 of them, because if he had 25%, he would have played 10 times 4. I mean, at some point, it's just about winning the most prizes. Like, obviously, I would rather win 6 boxes with a 20% than 21.7 with 5 or whatever, because it's worth more. My win rate was pretty good, and my trophy rate was pretty good. So, yeah, I mean, there's other people with better. I don't like Siggy, but he didn't play as many. He has 27.3. 71 win rate. Where's Dylan? Dylan did well. Dylan has a less of a... It took Dylan, Dylan won slightly less often than me, but he won 7 times, and he has slightly lower win rate. I don't know what Tobby is. What is Tobby? Oh, this guy? Yeah. Absolutely. But anyone with 2 or 3 trophies that only played like 5 times
Hi, Ham.
got a hot streak, obviously. You still have to play well, run well. Shit, I gotta fix that. Roberto, thank you for the subscription. Well, yeah, I mean, I did well. Maybe I could have won 1 more or something. Would have been nice, but you can't expect much more than that. 66% win rate, trophy, and better than 1 out of 5. It's not easy to win 7 before losing 1. Eakin won 10 boxes. He had a lower win rate than me overall, and basically a very similar conversion. Yeah, double the wins. He probably played twice as much as me. That's the funny thing about me. I never got above 4 wins without going 7. What do you mean I got bing banged? Yeah, that's only... I'm not saying those are the top... I'm not saying I'm 19th in the world or whatever. This is just the people that had their 17 lands installed. Yes. No way to count anybody else. But based on all these people, like, my stats are pretty good. Nobody here has a big enough sample size to not have had some kind of, run good, run bad happen to them. You got to play probably at least 100 of these things or something, I would say. But, my point is, look, there's plenty of people that if they play 1 or 2 of these, they should give up. They probably shouldn't have played one in the first place. But there's also people that can go a long fucking time. I went 11. Fucking AJ went like over 30 of them without winning a box. And he's a fucking good player. I know he's a good player. I would back him in the event, for instance. 12? I counted 11, but I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not washed, you dumb fuck. I ended up doing well. And I showed people in the other one similar stuff where you go on big losing streaks and then win a bunch in a row and stuff. I would expect if I got to play 100 of them that I would do slightly better than I did. Slightly. Not much better. That's what I would expect. But it could be, I could be wrong on my expectations. But yeah, anytime I got what I thought was a good deck, I just won 7. And every other time, I never got to 5 or 6. Festival in a Box was so much different. I forget how they did it, but they gave you like 1,000,000 packs. You could always have a good deck. Always. I never once in that Festival in a Box felt like I had a deck that had no chance. Because I don't know how many packs you got, but it was a lot more than a normal sealed deck. They are incredibly high. That's what I try to tell people when they're laughing at somebody who's 0-5 or whatever. It's like it's completely normal to be 0-5 at multiple different points in these things. I was 0-11. I'd rather not start 0-11, but you know, yeah. I mean, my stats were fine. I thought in it. That's the thing. This isn't a losing streak. This is not a losing streak. This is completely normal. Now, 20 might be a losing streak. But this is going to happen. If you play 100 of these things, you're going to have patches like this, period. Even if you're like a 65% win rate player or whatever, you're going to have patches like this. Just how it is. Very normal. I wouldn't consider it even running bad or anything. I'd need much longer than this to consider that. Likewise, if I came in and lit it up, let's say I played 25 of them and won 10 or whatever, that would have ran good. Like, there's no way that that's my expectation if I played 100. You just have to kind of realize that. It's tough to reach expectation. No rank. It may not even take into account your record. Absolutely, it doesn't take into account rank. If it did, everyone just play on an alt account. No, I do not think that. I think they are all extremely high variance. Best of 1 sealed deck, where you have to win 7 before losing twice. No, it's not EOE. It's every one I've ever done. I showed that the other day on all of them. There's always big patch gap. Like, it's just whatever. Which is why I laugh when people are like, hey, Ham, are you going to go to fucking Vegas for the Magic Fest sealed or something? And I'm like, fucking 60%, 70% of the time I go, I'm going to open a deck that has no chance. Like, that's how it feels in these things. Like, you might have a chance to win your first few rounds, but then you keep playing against better decks. There's just no way. So many of the decks, you can kind of look at them and just be like, you have to get so lucky to, you know? Well, I mean, you also get the guy playing fucking 48 cards in a colorless land on turn 1. And if that was draft, that guy probably just wouldn't have played. So I love the sealed too because the competition is so easy. For me, the variance is much. I don't think, I mean, that's true what you're saying, Wolfchin, but that's kind of true in every form of Magic. To me, the most variance is in the deck you get. And there's variance in drafts too with the deck you get, but you're in a lot more control of it. there's usually something you could have done in the draft to have a reasonable deck. And that is just not the case with a lot, at least like half of these seals. But anywho, I don't even know how I got going on that necessarily. I don't know. I kind of feel the opposite almost. Now, I feel it is great for a single pre-release because that's a small event, right? You travel somewhere locally 10, 20 minutes away and play for fun, basically, and it's cool. But at the same time, I don't want to fly somewhere to play one of these Grand Prix type sealed decks where I get one deck and half the time it's unplayable. You know, I feel like these, at least, you can play them as much as you want to get some of the variance out of them. Like, I expect to win overall every time I play 3 days of these things. I don't expect to come out behind very often, given I can play 25 of them. So in a way, I don't agree with that. You don't want it for some event you have to like put tons of time into and only get to play once. All right, I need to start a draft. We're doing best of 3. Zoom. Also, I may run out of gems. I can use a little bit of gold, maybe. I need at least 250,000 for the open. That's like, I think 10 tries or something. No idea. Qualifier? I mean, the qualifier this month is limited, day 1 and day 2. But that's in a couple of weeks. I don't care too much about the qualifier. Yeah, there's nowhere near enough people on day 2 to do a draft. Not that many people make day 2. No, I'm completely lost in this draft format. I have no clue. Never felt more lost. Better at what? I don't think so, really. Just need to know how to play and know how to build a deck. Play what your good cards are. Certainly no reason to do it for the Arena Open because you can just play as many times as you want on day 1. You can't make money in the sealed deck. So you'd rather be prepared for the draft and then just brute force your way into day 2. At least someone of anywhere near a mythic level player. Day 2 is so profitable. I think my average is like somewhere near $500 or $400 every day 2. Obviously, that's because you win 0 a lot, and then you win 2,000 or whatever. It's not like you win money every time. You usually lose. I'm going to take the station monitor over the scout lander. It's a little riskier. I like this guy. I also like Focus Fire, but I like this guy. I would say if you're somebody that's only going to take like 1 or 2 shots, maybe you'd want to practice some sealed. But if you're somebody that's only going to take 1 or 2 shots, it's likely due to budget, not time. And the sealed payouts on here are fucking terrible. So if you're budget conscious at all, that's not a good idea either. I don't want this guy over the blast. That might... No, blast is good, though. I like the sweeper, though. Close pick. Close pick for me. I don't know. Guess I'll take this over this. Also seems close. I would say in order to want to practice sealed for the open, at least, you'd have to be on a limited time and not limited funds. The sealed is priced so that, like, I mean, even I think if you win the whole thing, you make like 200 gems. And if you get like one win less, you lose. Like, the sealed is really, really, really priced so nobody can win it. I usually just play the best of one. Just try to get it over with as fast as I can. If I had all the time in the world, I might play the best of 3. I just prefer to try to brute force it and get it the fuck over. Yeah, but 6 packs isn't that much more than the 3 in a draft. I mean, it's twice as many, but like, to me, most of the value in the draft doesn't come from the cards. Yeah, you can definitely do that. I did a lot of that, actually. I don't know that it helped me at all, but I definitely opened a lot of sealed. Yeah, the creature doesn't deal the damage. The close encounter deals the damage. Death touch doesn't work. I do think this guy's pretty good, and I've got 2 of these things that spit out little flyers. I think I'm gonna take it. That's the other option is like another MTGO, which I also like. I think this guy's good though. I don't really like this spaceship much, but there's nothing else I want here. I might have to play it, who knows? It's like a card draw spell. I mean, probably a lot of them. The whale in particular, I would say, performed better than I thought it would perform. I think the whale would also perform better than I thought it would in draft as well. In a lot of the decks, I think I maybe underplayed the whale a bit. Sure, if this is going to be any good here. I have very few artifacts, but we'll see. It's a rare. I could side it in. We're playing best of 3. I don't think I want to start it, but there might be a matchup where it's just insane. One of these. I don't think this guy's going to be right for this deck. I don't hate this guy, but I've got 3s already. Yeah, they are. I mean, I have some artifacts, but I don't necessarily know that that's even that great reason to play the Mechan. Honestly, this guy, one of these 2 might get cut as well. Whichever, probably this one. I'm not doing artifacts. I don't think I'm supposed to gunship. I got 1 land. Let's take this guy. I'll play it. Dude, I have 2 guys that make Thopters in the whole deck. If somebody sees this and they have a removal, they kill it every time. Not to mention, if it makes a 1/1, I don't necessarily just want to sack it to a Mechan. I want to have the 1/1 out. I think people drastically overplay this Mechan, and particularly in blue-white. I think I need Banishing Light. This card is really good, though. This deck don't want no scrap bots. What a pack. I think it's Honor. Love Focus 5. This guy maybe could go. I think it's Honor. God damn it. This is tough.
Head Dirtle cheered. X200. I heard you won
Nice
0
double
boxes today so
strikers.
far. Scrub.
I'm going to take Honor. I think it's closer. Head Dirtle, thank you for the cheer. Fuck, that's what I meant to do. I like this more than the whale, even though I do like the whale. Maybe I don't need the jammer. I need to turn my subscription sounds back on. I knew there was one other thing I was supposed to do before I drafted. Respect the hell out of that whale. Alright, subscriptions. This guy I like normally more when I have more of these Gale Blades, playing 2 or 3, but it might be nice with these flyers as well. And with this guy. And then this, I think, is just a decent card. Even though I don't have a whole lot of things to bounce, it helps you double spell. I do think this is probably the card I'd miss the most, but I think this is a good build. I think his deck looks awesome. I also think, you know, you get 3 of a signpost. It's kind of hard to, like, recreate it, right? Gotta play it turn 1 and just start stationing, I think. I'm not going to be double spelling anytime soon, but my hand ain't bad. A lot. I may take small ones, man. These things last me forever. And I would recommend it. But again, I'm not one that's a connoisseur. I got one dude, and I like the shit he gives me. And I mean, for all I know, if other people like, I haven't had a lot of. I don't know how to say it. I don't have a lot of experience. Guess I play this. I almost want to just play this to set up a double spell. Well, no, you can't do that. I'm stupid. I really want to draw a land next turn, I guess is what I'm saying. I mean, I would highly recommend it. But again, you know, somebody that's had a million different brands, maybe I don't have the best brand. I don't know. I like it a lot. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, what a card. Well, that's fucked up. I liked my deck, but goddamn, I don't like it now. What do you even get rid of? I guess this one takes them down a notch now. Holy shit. When did I didn't yell at wait. Oh, maybe I did. I'm confused. Oh, I had extra land. When did I get? Oh, I drew the land off of this guy. Okay, 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 okay. This game might still be winnable. I don't know. The Vanguard at least has to die. Or both of these have to die. That's a reasonable way to block the Vanguard. Because he'll want to kill this over that. Ugh. But I'm not sure that's my best bet. Then what would happen? I would fucking take 9. Do this as well. Alright. I thought I wanted ship. Yeah, I thought ship was better. I'm going to lose them both anyway. But I did think ship was better. That could be wrong. I think here we just play the big Mechanzoa, right? He ain't got no fight, does he? Oh shit, that's a pretty good one. Oh, that's a good draw for the man. So that tells me he doesn't have, like, this may be the only white card. I think he manualed it, or he doesn't have any cheap white cards at least. Holy fucking shit, this guy's good. What a fucking player, huh? What a player. His deck is nice. I mean, I thought my deck is awesome. His deck is very good too. Looks like he's got a removal as well. Tractor beam for my goddamn Anthem guy. This is crazy. Bro, for real. Gotta be kidding with me. Joe ever. Come on! This motherfucker. He draws into Tractor Beam Cathedral. I don't want to. I can live. It ain't worth it. I don't think there's really anything to side. Certainly don't want this against this guy. I was thinking if I maybe this if he had, but he doesn't have like enchantments or anything. No, I mean my deck can beat his. He was on the play. He got that 2/4 guy fucked me good. He had a hell of a turn with that 2/4 guy. I had a good hand. He beat a good hand. I just fell behind. He had the Pollinator on one, the fucking rare ship Anthem. Then he had a crazy turn with that 2/4 where he got in a big attack and then got to play the 4/5 guy. And his board just went crazy. His deck is good, but I mean, hopefully his draw doesn't do that again. His deck is yeah. I mean, my draw was great. I played the ship, then I played the signpost, then I warped and animated that ship. Like my draw was good. I don't know anything about him, but I can tell you after one game he's a solid player. I can tell you he's way better than what you're going to face in Mythic. Now that's not going to happen very often, I feel like, in these, but this is good testing. Because I would be thrilled to have this deck. Things are lining up. I don't even have very many artifacts in here. Things are just lining up well for my boy. That's not true. I forgot about these guys. I don't have a lot of artifacts I wanted to sack, but I do have artifacts. And I'm not saying it shouldn't be in his deck either. I was just saying I didn't think it would crush me that often, but it's probably just wrong. When this guy goes wrong, this is certainly a way you can fall behind in these decks. Their Diggler had like a 15-inch dick, man. What do you mean? Dino's here. Okay, my guy's gonna live. Oh, this is a good turn. Hambone, you doing good, buddy. That's a nice one, too. Oh, pressure's on. Alex Canada's got me highly favored. Pressure's on now. Fucking vehicle thing, man. It's crazy good. That frigate. Gracious me, look at it go. Alright, I'm gonna get mighty aggressive. Let's hope it pans out. Got that. I mean, he might crew up a life linker. Like, I don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but if he goes on the back foot even for one turn, I'm just going to go shit out a bunch of guys. Am I right? He's going to need to tractor beam this guy or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably fine. If I play this, am I gonna accrue it? I don't think I'm gonna want to double spell. I guess I might if he kills the adept or something. I'll just hold it. But I'm probably gonna play this and use this next turn. Scotty Mo, thank you for the subscription. Dap Bowler, thank you for the subscription.
Is there anything I can study to get better in limited? I play volume, but I just continue to stay less than average.
I mean, I would say study my stream. Don't just sit in the chat and have it half-ass open. Actually think about, hey, would I make these picks different? Would I make these plays different? Ask me questions. PKR Cards, thank you for the subscription. Passively watching streams does not really help you. Siggy, another good one. You have to actually be sitting there thinking, like, what would I do? Also, I think one thing you might want to do, I don't really do coaching. You've been a long-time subscriber, so it might be cool to do this. If I thought people would want to watch it, I wouldn't do it for everybody. You know, I'm not saying you're super special, but you just happen to ask a question like that. Maybe look over 2 or 3 of your decks. You know, kind of almost at random, not ones you cherry pick. And just try to ascertain how well I think you do in the draft. See if I think right away I can kind of tell if your decks just look like shit, or if you have some card evaluation issues. I think pretty easily I can easily tell you if I think you can improve your drafting a lot, which is easy to do if that's the case. If your decks look pretty good, then it's going to be a play issue, which it is for most people. And that's much tougher. Well, this wouldn't be a full coaching. I would look at a couple draft logs and decks. If he doesn't want to do it, we can always do it with somebody else. Some people don't want that stuff done out in public or whatever, you know. Well, you have to have 17 lands enabled. I can already tell you you're not doing what you should be doing if you don't know how to find draft logs. You're not doing any work on your game. That may have them actually. Untapped may have them. No, it keeps every pick you make. It keeps every play you make. I don't know if Untapped does or not. I'm not sure. K Nero, thank you for the subscription. After this match, I'll show you what I'm talking about with the 17 lands thing. Untapped may have similar. It's quite possible. Yeah, you need somebody that's doing well to review your shit. and say, hey, you know, your draft needs a lot of. It's pretty easy for me to tell if somebody needs help with their drafting. And also, if you're like, hey, I'm winning at 48%, and I'm like, well, your decks aren't that bad. You know, there'll be degrees to it. You know, some of it might be, hey, you're taking a blue card over a different blue card, then, you know, you're taking the wrong blue card. That's as simple as checking stats, thinking, you know, I'm talking ones that are like way worse. I know exactly what we'll do after this game, though. I'll show you guys what I have in mind. It, bitch. Something to be said about blocking with the Latesmith just so he doesn't have the mana from the Cryo Shatter. But I think I should maybe draw another card. I'm so far ahead, I don't know if I need the card. I can cut him off. He's got 5 mana right now. 6, I guess, with the Pollinator. Because he played a card with Uthros. It ain't about the 2 damage. I'm thinking I might just want to get this fucking Cryo Shatter off. I'm going to take it, but I guess with this in my hand, there's no reason to care about it. Yeah, I don't have really much interest in like a big coaching gig or anything, but like me, just it's pretty easy to figure out if I think you can like just use help with the drafting. Like, what do I want to do? This, I guess. I don't love it. Well, what I'm gonna show you the first thing I would do. Just my own stuff. Damn, I thought this game was going really fucking well. And it is not going really fucking well, is it? Motherfuck. Kind of fucking crazy how not well it's doing, honestly. I can't. I'm shocked I lost this game. Stunned. He had nothing when I tractor beat this guy. I did it because of the. This was in warp. I was going to give him more mana. I would have had my odds really high this game. What I'm trying to get at. Alright, so what I'm trying to say is this is what I would do. When I talk about 17 lands, this is what I'm talking. So what I'm going to do is I'm even going to change this to when it was early access. And I'll go to like one of the first drafts I did. So I'm sure I'm going to like, oh, this is direct. Timeout. Premier draft. I'm sure, well, we'll go to, I mean, we can go to this one. It's fine. No, this one I just got a million of those 3/3s. Let's go to this. So I would look at the deck first. And I would go, well, it's got, it's got some stinkers in it. These guys haven't been super good. These have been bad. I was thinking they'd get back these ships and go crazy. I would think this deck doesn't look bad, but it also doesn't look great. I would have assumed picks were wasted on some of these cards, maybe. Hey, good games, man. Good games. That was good practice for me. I'd kind of peruse the sideboard. Maybe I should have done something with this. You would think. This guy's probably good enough to be playing over something for sure. So yeah, there's a lot of things here. Yeah, exactly. This should have been in the deck. So there's definitely mistakes that we could clean up. I know that just by looking at the deck. So then I'd go to the draft. I'd be like, okay, so he first picked this. That looks good. I would say go straight to him. Pay him the little piddly amount he's asking for. Show him some decks and some draft logs. And at least have him tell you if the drafting is your main issue. It's going to take a lot more work to have somebody look through your games and explain to you why what you're doing in the games is wrong. The veal. It may be an I before this E, but I think that's the way to spell it. Yeah, it's a program that runs. You have to install it to have access to that stuff. You can't do it on a phone. I think he's very good at limited, and he's more than capable at looking at somebody's draft log that's struggling and telling them, hey, you need to work on your card evaluations, or hey, you keep taking the card that's highest rated, but not the one that's best for your deck. There's multiple ways that you could be doing it wrong, right? Like, you might just be looking at the grades and drafting blue-white, but not taking the best card for a blue-white deck. Or you might just be, like, taking cards that are strictly worse. the fuck am I gonna do about this motherfucker? I'm gonna try giving landers. I loved my deck, and I'm just getting shit stomped over here. Yeah, he might be. I just know his rate was insanely low for what he was offering. You're not going to find a better deal. I'm sure you could do even more coaching with him and be very happy. I think a lot of people can get a lot out of a fast track of. It's like buying the fucking $5 gem package on Arena. Just pay somebody at least to tell you if you need to like fix your drafting part or not, right? Then that just will give you such a head start on knowing what you want to work on. And it should be like pretty easy to tell that. Yeah, the stealing thing was probably the play. That was probably a much better play than what I did. I'm over here talking shop. Now, is he on now? He is on. I thought he was. Go to his Twitter. I would assume he talks all about it on his Twitter. Insanely cheap. I'm cooked this game. Good is this gonna do me? Not much against that land, honestly. Oh, what the fuck I need to draw? Code Cracker Hound, maybe kick things off? Something like that. Honor. Something that lets me double spell. But I think it's just kind of over when he's got that land on it. Yeah, if you just have streams on all the time, I mean, it ain't gonna hurt you any. That's a good way. That's a much better way to figure out how to draft, is just to kind of passively watch, notice what cards I pass. But you'd rather be like really thinking about what you would have picked, and then maybe ask why. And sometimes I'll go like, because that card's way better, or other times I'll be like, yeah, it's because I had this and this and didn't have this, or didn't think I'd want that card that I might find later. And, you know, it's just different. So I'm just fucked. Let's go to the next game. God damn, I loved my deck. Loved it. It's just getting smacked. Basically, if you want to get better at limited, it's going to take what most people would consider to be work. But if you love limited like I do, the work is fun. It's fun to study drafts and think about everything. If you don't love limited like that, it's not like any kind of little short cheat sheet. And even spending fucking 50 hours a week just kind of glancing and watching my stream, paying more attention to my fucking funny jokes and my good looks than my plays, that's not going to get you very far either. You'll have a grand old time, but you know. It's not likely to lead to a lot extra success. Instead of, let's call it effort. If you have to put in effort, I won't say work, but effort at least. Yeah, there were people asking me. I did a little thing where I went over some of my drafts because somebody asked about like how to get better and such. And I think the first thing they should do, in my opinion, is figure out if they're drafting like shit or not. Because if they're drafting like shit, that's a lot easier to fix. So I like to take a snapshot of their draft deck, how they built it, their picks and such. And then I'm like, okay, well, if you drafted this good and you're stuck at plat with a 52% win rate, well, you're probably drafting awful. But if you know, hey, you made it to diamond 56, 57, or I mean, you're playing awful, not drafting awful. Like if your deck's decent. I kind of gauge it based on where they're at. And I just said that your rate on any sort of coaching is extremely low. I don't have any desire to coach. And I said, if nothing else, they could get that information from you. They could get whatever coaching they want as well. But I think for almost anybody that cares, it's worth it to find out if you're just drafting pretty bad and you need card evaluation help, or if you're just kind of like probably playing bad, which for most people I find that to be more the case. Yeah. I mean, you're not going to beat that. Not even sure I should work this guy here. I should just cast this. I mean, like I said, I can assume Vavale's going to be a great coach for you no matter what, especially at that rate. But I can guarantee you he can look through your draft log like I'm talking about. No questions asked. If I draw a land, we lethals. Might as well cast this. I don't need a double spell. I guess maybe I shouldn't have cast it. I'm a beast. I mean, I thought my deck was fucking great. I still think it's good. Both of my opponents have had good decks, though. I thought this was going to be a fucking cakewalk. I thought. This is totally fine. What's going on? I called him out by name. But I mean, sure, we can take it to DMs at this point, I guess. But like, I'm completely fine with it. That's fine. I don't hate you. A, I don't mind that he did it in the first place, and B, I don't think it's taken up that much room in the chat. No, I have no issue with it. I called you out by name, even. I have, that's not a like, I have no desire to coach. Maybe, like, very, for an event for like someone that's already quite good at Magic, maybe that's slightly different, but like, this is not something I want to be doing. I don't know that I'm great at it either, though. I love streaming. I would much rather stream than coach or make a YouTube video. I'm sure other people like the other stuff. Different people like different things. I didn't hate coaching. I hated kind of the schedule of it when I was also trying to stream because it didn't seem easy to do. Take one turn to try not to do this and not fall woefully behind. No, I don't think that's a good idea. He's actually not here. I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. He's underneath his chair. Tic Tac! I hope he just sleep. Oh, yeah, he moved. He's just asleep. Good Lord! I mean, it can't be not profitable, right? There's no cost to it, and I get money from it. It wasn't very profitable. I didn't have that many students. I didn't have that much repeat business, and the time was annoying because I wanted to also stream, so I didn't have that big of a time block. If I'm trying to stream 6 hours a day at least, it's kind of harder to also find convenient times for everyone to get coached. I can't just do it in the middle of my stream, you know? This guy's hand must just be terrible. That's all he cast with 2 of those guys out. Got him on there. He was coaching stuff. Could also play this into this and this. Maybe that's fine. That's probably fine. Well, the guy that I coached is like a buddy. I mean, he's coached me at things as well. And I think we had a pretty good rapport. Now, it's been years and years ago, so the format was God knows what that he was playing. It wouldn't be anything relevant right now. Sound check? Sound check? Sound fine to me.
And now, you and I are living right. Jet fly. Keep stealing. Wheeler dealer. Son of a gun.
Dot.
Dot. I may lose this race, but I'm out here trying. Buddy's all out scrapping, man. Fuck. It's a guy to do. I miss King Gex. Thank you for the subscription. I don't think I said that. Did it pop up? I might be going crazy. It said dot? What? No, I don't know what y'all are saying. Well, did Ric Flair say his thing? Weird. I don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah, I know. I muted it because it was kept frustrating me during the arena directs. It was throwing me off. I unmuted it today, and I had been calling them out again, and I don't know. Didn't hurt things. I'm telling you, I've got ADD or whatever, and I get distracted easily. I think I doubled this. It's the one that's more expensive. Well, I could take this guy. He has to chump here. If I take this guy as a chump, I guess I'd rather have this guy not in the graveyard. So he can't, like, rebuy it somehow. So I think I'd take the dragon. Although if he has active treason, I would have wanted to take the other guy. I'll leave something back for a haster, I guess. Yes! But I said I didn't want the dragon in the graveyard in case they can buy it back. And I said, but if they have the active treason, it's better to have it in the graveyard. We talked all about it. What were you doing when I was discussing it all? Moderator Enos. Literally talked it over. You may think the other play is better, but you should have at least known why I did what I did. And now you're snake bit. You're not going to say a word. You don't got nothing to say, huh? You had me muted? Like, it had to be something. You saw the play. Okay. Well, I hope your cat's fine. And you're forgiven. I appreciate the honesty. Winmore gets it. I guess. No. I guessed wrong. I guessed very wrong. I mean, the only thing I'm learning is that Enos is in some kind of fucking skyrise, situation. I didn't know my man was, like, balling like that. Yeah. Penthouse, exactly. It's not good for me. He didn't slam it either. He thought like one of his other plays might be close to as good as that, so that's pretty scary. So I can go. That's a wild attack. Wrath me? X equals 3? What the hell is this going to be? I guess you could just play a 2-3. But why wouldn't you want to station the Crusher over attacking? Oh. Tried to hook the old boy, I see. Need a spell in the next few cards. Needed any castable to have lethal. Well, a hard fought 2-1 with what I thought was a great deck. What does that mean? Why so greedy? Me, opponent? What do you mean? I hope you mean opponent, in which case I'd just say, I don't know.